That it?
No, what?
When I asked you to zoom in, George zoomed in on DP. Made the boat
got
real
it.
big.
Got it.
And he zoomed out later.
Fleshy sex. Huh. Wow.
I like that George is part of the team up there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a crinoid?
Very well could be, Rennie.
Or is it a
Something else.
Brisingid star or something weird?
Ooh, that's overhangy. Zoom in, please, Ed.
Crinoid.
Crinoid. Crinoid.
Standard
near
issue
river.
crinoid.
Okay, come wide, please.
Ready to roll?
Oh, yeah. Sam's found a nice example of that bizarre
Sea urchin with the
sea
toxic
urchin.
fluid
Yeah.
sacs. Formosoma,
Formosoma.
potentially.
That's the fluid sac, or that's the urchin?
That's the urchin.
Species, yeah.
Genus, yeah.
One more time, what was it?
Formosoma.
Formosoma.
But in the Okeanos Guide, there's only one example. So I'm trying to figure out if there are multiple species or... or more info.
I wish I could remember where I've seen those, but I just know I've seen them.
I think we saw them like a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
We
well,
saw
there you go.
in American Samoa.
Okay.
Yeah, they're definitely familiar.
Bridge nav. Add one more step. Thank you.
Formosa, I think.
Against Mosa.
Yeah, there are pictures, or there's one picture of Hercules claw getting close to one of those in the standout biodiversity of the Pacific Remote Islands Marine National Monument album on our website.
All right.
Excellent. Thanks, Shashira.
Yeah.
Looks
That's
like a
where
lot
we've
of,
seen it before.
looks like a lot of poison for a little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was able to identify it right away before. I remember talking to one of the previous SCFs about it during one of our live interactions.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. That is the power of being able to watch wherever you are around the world.
It was a first for me.
Yeah, so according to the little blurb our SCF found for the album, it seems like they are rarely seen in depths shallower than 500 meters.
Interesting.
That Argus view gives you a feel for how steep this is.
That's right, too, because the altitude's recorded at about 6 meters right now, but that's off the back right side where the Doppler is. That tells you a bit about the scope as well.
Yep.
So it sounds like tomorrow we go from +20 to -4 hours, huh?
I think we're at +13 and we'll go to -11.
I meant from the West Coast. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a GMT type.
Yeah. I was a GMT type too till I called home once at 3 in the morning. Does the military use UTC now, or do they still say GMT? You don't know.
Zulu time.
Yeah.
Bridge, Nav.
Oh, we have 2 viewers with birthdays today.
One more step. Thank you.
Harry, happy birthday. Want to encourage our viewers to submit their questions if they have any. We're currently looking for high diversity communities along the southwestern part of Baker Island.
Does this island, I mean, is there actually an island out there?
Yep.
I didn't look.
There is. It's tiny, flat. I couldn't see it this morning.
Lexicon.
There's a nice sponge.
Looks like it's dead or dying too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, and then we got the first bottle brush.
Just a mini.
There's our Iridogorgia.
A mini.
1.5 spiral.
Susicle.
Notice so far that most of the coral colonies we've been seeing are facing a specific side. I guess they're trying to grow in favor of the currents so they can filter feed.
That's what they do.
Bridge, Nav. One more step.
So one of our viewers is asking if deep sea corals are always so sparse.
Chime in on that, Alexis, about the density of corals. Or are they typically sparse? She might not be down there.
Just
Well,
Oh,
you've used
sorry.
up your phone a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Just anecdotally from at least this season, just kind of depends on where we are and what currents are like and what the sediment is like in the substrate. So we've seen, earlier this season in other parts of the Pacific remote islands, Marine National Monument, just densely packed coral communities. Tend to find those around seamounts or other larger formations. Actually, Emil.
Remember San Juan Seamount was pretty dense.
I was going to say you gave us a great overview of why seamounts are oases in the deep.
Right. Yeah, there's a couple different ways you get strong currents around seamounts, and the currents in the hard substrate are going to be favorable for your corals. So yeah, you can get steady currents interacting with seamounts to create eddies on top, which concentrate plankton and which become marine snow to feed the corals below. Get internal waves generated by tidal currents on sloping bottoms, and so it's another way to bring nutrients up into the photic zone and for primary production, which then creates more marine snow. But yeah, it's spotty. I think it's part of the ongoing research to try to figure out which areas are more favorable for coral growth and why. Get all the right ingredients coming together.
And I think the question was phrased something like, is it always this sparse or something? I think there's very few things in the ocean you could use the word always with. It's just so diverse and variable. I think the closest you can get to that is frequently.
Sometimes.
Occasionally.
Probably. Could be.
Has been observed.
We kind of take a, hey, Trevor, can we look over to the right? Maybe more, might be some more rock over there.
You betcha.
Maybe not.
They were coming up to the end of the rock, according to that, the black scatter.
Yeah, we'll see how accurate it is.
Yeah, maybe. This could be a very sandy portion of the ascent here if it's accurate.
Bridge nav. One more step. Thank you.
Yeah, so one of our viewers is asking if this area is of major geological interest, and we are indeed looking for geological samples at this time.
We would like to, get a sample of the basalt and encrusted basalt. But look at the iron manganese crust as well as the basalt itself. The basalt will help date the feature, but interested in classifying how what kind of the mineral content of the crusts. Rennie, I'm looking at this bright spot at this depth contour to the northwest.
Here.
That might be of interest.
If you want to zag all the way up there.
Yeah, let's see, because that's kind of on the way to waypoint 1. What we could do is forego that those web targets I dropped.
Oh.
And
so he's talking about going to this. But either way, we're going to go through this very dark patch to get to the other side. So if it's worth it to you to get to that bright spot before we do that, and the deviation versus going
those
straight.
footsteps.
It's your
See
call.
the footsteps?
yeah, let's take a look at that.
Okay.
And that dark patch is where we would find light sediment?
That's right. And the white patches are where you find dark rocks.
Okay.
Yep. See, everyone's understanding now. Kind of like in the sonar.
Yeah. Like, see, yeah, I get logically where you're coming from.
Right.
Yeah.
Strong return, bright colors.
I'd have to work
Bridge
on
nav.
my instincts, though.
Let's move 30 meters bearing north.
So we're going to have to drop back down to get back into that white patch, looks like.
Wait.
Not much. It's about the same depth.
It's around the same contour, and
Okay.
we'll see.
Going north. Okay.
There might still be some memory in Argus that pulls it 45, but
Roger.
we'll see.
It's got a pretty good memory.
Mm-hmm.
That's 260 meters. We should get there this watch.
Where are we going?
Up here.
Where are we going narratively for all the folks watching at home? Who can't see you pointing at the screen next to me.
We're going to go 260 meters north of our current position to investigate a bright spot on our backscatter.
Fish off the left.
So it could be another large boulder.
Looks like
Favorable for coral and sponge growth.
No, it's
Cool.
not a red tail.
Looks kind of sharky.
Shark.
Yeah,
And
the
it's
cell
along the way.
sizes we have here on this backscatter is about 20 meters, maybe 15. Depends on what Colleen did.
Sure looks sharky.
Thank you, Lounge. Oh, this is
See
a
what you are.
interesting one we haven't seen before.
He's coming at me. He's coming at me. Ah! You can
Huh.
zoom in if you wanted.
What are
Great, coming
you?
in.
Is this the
I'm
first
gonna
shark
give him
of the
some
cruise?
room to-
Yeah, good thinking.
Might be.
I do not know what that is.
What
Look at
are
those
you?
eyes.
Very dark.
Hey, Lounge, there's a shark guide down there.
A shark guy?
A shark guide.
Oh, nice.
I know a shark guy.
I got a shark guy.
Interesting. Looks like it's gotten some scarring on its tail. Maybe bites from something else.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah, not a big
parasite?
shark.
It looks like
forward?
parasites,
Oh, that might be
maybe.
an eye.
Luke McCartan ashore is saying maybe a cat shark.
That pectoral fin seems to have one too.
No, maybe you're right, Sam.
Yeah.
Scarring.
Looks
Thought it
almost
was
round.
Those are big eyes.
Yeah.
All the better to see you with.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, the mouth seems to be located further down in the body, right? Instead of facing forward.
The mouth?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
direction is it facing?
Maybe a bottom feeder.
Downward, yeah.
Oh.
Versus like a white shark that has, the mouth in front for chomping.
Okay, I'm going to move along.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks for the
Bridge
opportunity
now.
to follow him.
One more step north. Thank you. Mistimed that one.
Retro?
Mm-hmm.
Those were really big eyes.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. And really dark.
All right, so now that I'm coming kind of underneath you, you want to have a nice high delta. Probably 18 to 20. Maybe even 22.
What do you think about this one?
Oh.
Large eye. I think it has the same caudal fin
Yeah.
arrangement
Looks pretty
there.
similar.
Found it?
Maybe.
Epipteridae.
Let's go find out what that means.
We'll just call it Ed for short.
Works for you.
Yeah.
Oh, lantern shark.
Lantern shark.
Kind of makes
Cool.
sense. They
Oh,
are
look at that. One of our viewers
small.
guessed it right.
Light-producing photophores on their bodies.
What?
Yeah,
Cool.
that could be large eye near the front of the nose, 2 dorsal fins spaced out. Under 90 centimeters long. Yep. Definitely was a small shark.
Yeah.
Turn out the lights next time.
I don't think it works like that.
I don't know. We'll have to look at the captures.
I might bring us on the way there, like 330, which will be downslope, but then hopefully we'll see some boulders on the way.
That's
and
fine.
then go up.
Yeah.
Great.
But so you'll go down for a little bit,
Downslope eye.
but it'll be off kilter. Yeah.
It's not
He's on.
not far down.
He's on it.
Yeah, I'll wait till the end of this move and then we'll.
Yeah, that looks.
So far, the back scatter looks pretty accurate.
Yeah. It's usually our multi-beam is, I mean, there's no, because there's so many ways that checks
big
against itself. The multi-beam during our sea trials, our calibration every year, is as long as it's, we run through many testing it against itself. Many tests, many calibration tests, and so yeah, it should be fairly accurate. The only problem we run into is at depth is resolution. But backscatter, you can get a higher resolution than the bathymetry because of magic.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, yeah, once we get to the bright target, to just go straight up to Web 1929.
Okay. Go ahead.
Bypass waypoint 1.
Go ahead, Bridge. Now that is at 3,200 meters depth. Okay. You cannot resolve that with a shipboard multi-beam. Can we add in that step, that bearing 330, 30 meters? Thank you.
ROV team, I have a question for you.
All right.
So have you ever seen any organisms that hitch a ride on our ROVs to the surface without us noticing until they're on the top?
Without us noticing?
Yep.
Yeah, like just a small organism that might.
Pyrosomes?
Sometimes not so
Okay.
small.
We had a 2-foot Humboldt squid on a
Oh,
couple
really?
weeks ago, yeah.
Mm.
It had wedged itself in the back of the ROV, and we didn't see it until about 20 minutes after the vehicles were on deck. And it was actually still moving, so we sent it over the side, and it shot straight down.
I was driving another ROV through a herring ball one time, and it came up with herrings wedged into everywhere in it.
Oh my god.
The ROV itself is the size of a large suitcase, and there was still about 30 herring wedged into every place. It was probably 10% herring by this point.
Changes your ballast.
There's a lot of herring in that suitcase.
Was that the Falcon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Trevor, you got one yesterday too, right? Not
Sure
a
did.
herring, but a...
Yeah, Squid self-sampled
Yeah.
himself, so he swam into our sample
Wow.
hose and then became a sample. At least we were able to put him to good use.
Yeah, so I guess that's one of the reasons why in between dives, the ROV team takes really good care of the vehicles and makes sure that they're hosed with fresh water and prepped before we go back in the
Bridge
water.
now.
And don't have
Absolutely.
any herrings.
Yeah. Biosecurity is a big thing.
One more
I
step.
mean, herrings make the vehicle stink,
Thank
but also biosecurity is a big thing. So taking a sample from one site, leaving it on the vehicle and bringing it to another site can contaminate the other sites, and that's a problem. So we're very careful to rinse it very thoroughly, clean out all the sample areas, and give it a visual inspection to get all the potential stowaways off.
Have you guys seen the Argus view with these scrapes in the seafloor? They're all in a line. It almost looks like something's been going along and
Right, so
chomping.
don't know. I don't think it looks as big as what we see as like the beaked.
The whale, yeah.
I think
Whale
it's
scars.
likely
smaller.
smaller, like a fish bioturbation of some kind.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Micro whale.
It's just interesting seeing them in a line like that. There were 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah, yeah, and that's typical of what they think the beaked whales are doing, but they're usually pretty massive.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's a little whale.
Tiny, tiny whale. That'd make a great pet.
You can take it for walks.
Let it sleep on the couch.
Cuddling your tiny whale. I'm picturing walking your whale. You just put an aquarium on a skateboard.
So, Rennie, tell us about bioturbation.
And peduncles.
That's about all I got.
Let's check out this fish.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Could this be a type of fish that would bioturbate?
Looks like a tripod fish.
Does look
does.
like that.
Ed just says that every time. And he's right 50% of the time.
Could you
When
zoom in,
it's got the
please?
fins down
I
like
think it's
that.
a
Yeah, I know.
chordate.
It is
Yeah.
definitely a chordate.
Nailed it.
Hey,
Good
same
call.
one as
Same one.
as the other.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is so
Awesome.
cool.
So, you know,
Great color. I wonder if they can change color. Probably not.
There wouldn't be much
Really?
need to.
Really
Yeah.
thinking out loud
Cool.
back there, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Let's keep it on topic.
Hey, there he goes.
See, buddy.
he's going to swim ahead and pose one more time later in the dive.
Another urchin.
What would be the point of a fish doing the bioturbation? I mean, what are they doing in the sand?
Feeding,
Mm-hmm.
Morse code.
Feeding, I would
Nom
think.
nom nom.
going after invertebrates down there.
Some shallow water fish use it for courting.
Do they?
Ooh.
But,
Oh yeah, I've seen that amazing
Like lawyers?
ring.
Yeah, they make rings.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a type of puffer?
Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the one of the videographers on the
Jury
last
duty.
cruise was the first one to film that with National Geographic. It was awesome.
Hmm.
Oh, who's this?
Yeah.
It's like a fish.
Yopel?
This one's got a,
Oh, he's
a
on the
pointy,
run.
pointy snout.
He's on the
Please
run.
let us see you.
Chase.
Let us see your head.
Chase is on. Ed, you can zoom if you can.
Yeah, well, I can zoom.
Smile.
Oh.
If you want me to zoom on the
Nope.
fish, that's a whole nother matter.
Good luck, science.
It's definitely a fish. So it's a chordate.
It's definitely a fish.
Oh, what are you?
Where are you?
It's leading us straight to
I
the
can't tell if it has
Hollow
fins on its
Aquarium.
ventral side or those are just dots. Oh. Uh-oh.
Hey, oop, see ya.
Let's see if I can see it in putt cam.
Okay.
No.
All right, that was fun.
I keep seeing kind of dome-shaped little things that have the same color as the sediment. It's just coral rubble.
Dome-shaped things.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they're small.
Oh, I know what you're talking
I've
about, the
seen
brain-looking things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if I can line one up next time. I think that's coral rubble, is that right?
Those are xenophyophores. They're single-celled foraminifera.
What? Single-celled
Thank you, Alexis.
foraminifera. Wow.
Xenophyophora.
Those are.
What's that coming up? Is that a shrimpy?
Thank you, Alexis.
Many
Xenophyophores.
shrimps.
That big one in the background.
Oh, that's a schlobster.
Yeah. Bridge snap. One more step. Thank you. Hopefully we start seeing some rocky stuff.
Rocky.
Should be white, right?
Yeah, I don't know why I have such trouble with that, but no trouble assuming the rocks do not actually look yellow. Yeah, it's a me problem. It's not an it problem.
Mm. It's not just you, it's geologists too.
Yeah. It's frustrating because I know you're right, but I feel like you're wrong.
Mm.
You can't do anything about that right now.
Hmm.
A couple of critters bottom left.
It's just
One's
you're in this
vertical?
imbalance.
Shrimpies?
Something vertical, almost vertical. I guess it could be a shrimp swimming sideways.
Sure is a pair of shrimp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I wonder if anything takes up residence in the scrapes.
We could have a scrape zoom. I'm always a fan of zooms on sediments.
Yeah, you see a lot of little stuff in there moving around that you never would.
You never would otherwise see.
Yeah.
We do have some time, so I can.
Yeah, we got time in the bank.
Okay, Ed, go ahead and zoom on that. I didn't do a great job lining it up, but oh, look at those little.
So there's the
little shells or
forams.
Hmm.
Could be forams.
Forums?
Yeah, the foraminifera that Alexis mentioned. Single cell organisms with little tests or shells around them.
Let's
They
try
seem
a
to be
tip down
bigger
here.
Before.
Bridge nav.
All concentrated.
One more step.
Okay, science, you seen what you want?
Yeah.
Look at that
3 or
excitement.
4 star.
Sure.
Like,
Well, it was interesting.
Yeah.
Definitely all concentrated in the scrape as it probably gets pushed along by the current.
Hmm.
I do like sediment zooms. I didn't mean that sarcastically. I think there's a lot of cool things that you look
We
at.
do want to collect a coral rubble scoop at some point, but
Maybe when there's more identifiable
yeah,
coral
maybe
rubble.
bigger chunkies, yeah.
Yeah.
Bigger chunkies.
Urchin lumps. Urchin lump.
Yeah, I just think the sediment zooms really show you how there is life at every single level.
Mm-hmm.
There's the big stuff and there's also the small stuff.
It's a very holistic way to think about it.
Do you think this is another tripod?
I'll have to ask Ed.
yep. Yeah, if you can see the fin below the body
Yeah.
from that far off, pretty good guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just passed 2 of the foraminifera on the right.
There's a lot of them out
Oh.
here.
Fish party here.
Fish
You
party.
swim
Oh,
forward,
microfish.
I'll swim backwards.
What are these
Little
microfish?
ones.
Yeah. Ed, could you try your best and swim
Yeah,
on those
I
things?
think those are juvenile globefish.
What?
I have no idea what those are.
Those are in the...
They sure do make a good team. You can come down on your delta.
Look like they're in the
Bridge
Ophidiform family.
One more step. We got speed in this direction, so we're going at 0.7.
Nice.
The ship.
Okay. Come wide, please.
Trade winds behind us. Pushing.
Oh, how about this one?
After this step, I may just wait a bit for Argus to,
If you want.
because look at where it is there.
It's way there.
So I might,
Where's it been sitting? I think it's been sitting right here kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Sure.
if that's the case, after this move, I'll just kind of wait and see, and
Okay.
then we'll approach the bright spot.
Yeah,
Roger that.
so let Argus swing.
Let's hope it is something though.
It'd be good if it were something.
Yeah.
If we're moving at 0.7, then yeah, that's definitely winged out.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that that's not right?
It's not right. It was right, and now it is no longer right.
It's not right at all.
Is
I
there a
think we
wall?
saw it at exactly the same time.
I think we did.
I'm like, and you say, hey.
I was
Yeah.
looking at that and looking at that.
I'm like, nope, hold on.
That seems wrong. You guys see that?
The wall?
The wall's on the wrong side in Herc's sonar head.
Yeah.
So we're
I'm not seeing a wall.
well, it's not. It's just the slope is on the wrong side.
Right,
That's not
right.
a wall. but,
Well,
you know,
yeah.
the slope's on the left side, and it should be on the right.
Yeah.
So we think that it flipped, but it was correct.
It was. Then
How
it
would-
changed.
how would
I
it
haven't
have-
seen that yet? Mid-flip.
Mid-flip.
What's the slope right now?
What is it, like degrees?
Yeah.
You're looking at it.
This is it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you tell us.
You got a protractor?
Yes.
I could do rise over run here with these contours, but I don't really.
I'm just surprised to see it come up like that. That bright.
It's like
that's just like because it's
100 meters over 400.
Okay.
it's pretty close to us. Yeah. And that's all gain dependent too.
Okay. Interesting.
0.25. That's pretty steep. So what do you do, the inverse tangent of
fishy.
0.25?
I'm sure one of our
So
viewers
nothing
will
on
do that.
side.
Yeah.
There's some interesting
That's not.
bioturbation.
Well, can you face your head into it?
Yep.
I'll see if we can get a. Maybe. No.
It's almost like it flipped upside down to right side up, not left and right.
Yeah.
Not not rotated, but flipped orientation.
Should we take a look at it?
Yeah. Not like that. Huh. Yeah. Wild.
Why would it have done that?
Who's to say? Is there a flip button on here?
No, I don't think you would want to have that readily.
No.
That looks right to me.
That looks right. I'm going to adjust my heading.
That looks correct to me.
And right.
I have a flip and an invert in each of the cameras down in the hold, and boy, that'll put your head on backwards when a couple of those are inverted and one's flipped.
That's not what you want. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so orientation flipped.
Fish.
But it was correct.
I don't know that it was. We were always square on.
No, when we first came down and we were heading right into the slope, remember?
Yeah.
It was. Oh, you're saying no?
If it's flipped, if it's upside down or right side up, front is still front. Left and right are switched.
Oh. Well, can we like set that?
Yeah, it's defaulted. So this didn't load the default. So when we
It
started
did not
the program.
load the default.
So in order to load the default, you have to close it, don't save, open, Hercarg.
So we should do that.
It should never come off of that. I don't know why I would get off of that.
Yeah. Okay. So hoping there's nothing else in there that's.
It's changed, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, Argus is swinging.
You betcha.
So you're near the bright spot. Do you see anything?
Let's check our sonar. How about that?
Yeah.
Not much, though.
No. It's the problem with these backscatters. They're just relative.
Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
So there could be, if we don't find anything here, there could be essentially right under that thin layer of sediment is a
bunch of rock?
A rock, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We had this beautiful, I forget what cruise it was, but absolutely beautiful backscatter that the scientist had mapped before.
Oh, I remember this.
And we go down, it's just all mud, and it was just there was a layer of sediment the whole, and they were expecting some of the most spectacular things, but they had not accounted for the fact that backscatter was just relative. So just under the surface, there's some really cool geology happening. At the top, there's
I remember that.
miles of mud.
When was that?
2016, maybe.
Not now.
Oh, I thought I saw one of those this year or last year.
May have been.
And I had to poke it all the time to see how deep it was.
Yeah.
There was always more than 1 foot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mud on that cruise. That's why I blocked it from my head, probably. Yeah, I'm seeing some action over here.
Yeah.
So I'm real stretched out, so you can come a lot more down on your delta.
That was funny. We saw that at the same time.
Hey.
Well,
Want to get
you're on
Oh,
going this
mute.
way?
Here we are.
There you go.
yeah. I'm just gonna go north. How about that?
You love that?
No, I
take
said
it-
how about that?
How about that?
Or maybe
Yeah.
do you want to do 45?
Sure.
Do
Take
45.
a look at that fish there.
Fish. Okay. That'll be out of reach for now, but
Yeah,
we'll work our way over
okay.
there.
that's on our
Bridge
way.
now. 1 step 30 meters, bearing 045. Thank you. Let's see where Argus decides to settle. Interrogate this bright spot.
Oh, there's a
Interrogate it.
mushroom coral on that rock to the
Yeah.
bottom left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Long stem there.
Yeah.
I'm at the end of my leash for now. Look at that neat Argus sonar.
Neat.
Little spot there.
There's definitely a shadow of something.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
That's where we were, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like
Yeah.
here.
Right, and that's where we were.
20, 40, 60 meters? 20, 40, like here?
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
I'll check it out. I think this rock is telling. So there's some stuff there.
Well, I could go check that out, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, coming back towards Avery.
Pretty fine.
Yeah, very friable.
Must have been a really big fish there.
Didn't even see it.
About 5,000 pounds.
Yeah.
It's always when I'm like breathing in and I'm not ready for like a joke, and then
I wait
that's
till
when
you
he hits me
breathe
with
in.
it.
Wait till you're drinking milk.
Oh, this is a big.
You're gonna be waiting a while.
You can see the extent of it here. Why don't I stop the ship move while we look at this rock?
That's up to science, I guess.
Yes, science.
Sure.
Because
Yeah,
we're
let's take
going
a look.
45, and that'll be away from this.
You got something,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
off to the right.
No, I'll keep it in
Two.
for a little bit.
Okay. You see something off to the right?
It looks like. Yeah.
More,
Off
rock,
to
Yeah,
more
it's all the
rocks.
whole feature.
Yeah, we could step down this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
That'll be going the other way.
Bridge now. Hold position here. Thank you. We'll just see where Argus settles out, but for now you can kind of search what we can.
Okay.
I think there's still some memory in that.
Oh, there's a long
Bamboo, yeah. Something.
bamboo coral.
Off to the right there, yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's a good bottle brush coming up.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
That's a very good one.
One, two, three, four, five.
Oh yeah, good.
Nice.
Victor Gorgia.
Just making it up. I just counted to 5.
Crinoid.
I'm gonna try
There's
to
a
bring it out
polychaete
of
in the bottom
autos. This
swimming.
might jump for a
Few of 'em.
second.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is a good delta depth here, Avery. It's going to come underneath you here.
Oh, something in the rocks there to the left of lasers.
Crinoid?
Yep.
No, it's something
Nah,
encrusted.
little
The
sac
white
of
squishy?
some sort.
I'll come back to it. Let's see.
Did we see that same crinoid earlier?
Actually,
Go ahead,
it might be a
zoom, please,
Brazingid.
Ed.
No, it's a crinoid. Oh,
This is what you're looking
Sponge.
at? Sam?
yeah. Spongy, yeah.
Spongy.
Wow, that's
Old
showing
and
depth
new.
of field.
Bump.
Yeah.
Are we moving? We sure are.
Nice.
There's a little scale worm on the bottom, polychaete thing.
Could
Love
be.
those. Those
No,
scale
looks
worms are
spongy.
so adorable.
Oh. Nice zoom.
Okay, come
Oh,
wide,
there's something
please.
Coming
small
out.
underneath.
Yeah, I think this is what the sonar was picking up.
Yeah. Keep exploring it.
What is that thing?
Looks like one of those Isodella corals that has the, or Isodella forks at the top. Some sort of bamboo.
Looks like Trident's pitchfork.
Yep.
Wait,
That's the
Neptune's
same
Trident.
thing, yeah.
Sorry.
It's
Yeah,
what a
that-
trident holds.
It's a little redundant, yeah.
Triton.
Triton? Or Trident?
Trident.
So when you have 3 teeth.
Trident's pitchfork, yes.
Yeah.
Trident.
It's kind of hard to see with the texture in the background. Okay, I'm going to pop up and over this rock here. Or maybe we'll just go back left.
Wow.
It's a cool side view of that feature.
What's this little stringy looking thing? Let me line it up
String?
differently.
Oh, that?
Yeah. That.
Is it a whip?
On the other side? Where's that on this side?
I think it's right here.
Yeah, I don't see a base of it.
Go ahead and zoom. I'll follow it in.
Okay.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I also can't see the. Oh, there's the base.
Big,
Yeah.
There's a big one back there.
yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Whip corally. Can't see any polyps on
Yeah,
it.
maybe it's been stripped.
Oh,
Yeah, can't tell. Can't tell what's going on here.
Oh.
Skeleton.
Oh, we're still rumbling.
Okay,
Oh,
come
it's
wide. I'll
like
see if I can line up
pigmented.
another one on the other side.
Copy.
Maybe you can get closer to that another one.
So I think just over this rock, a little further back, is a pretty big Iridogorgia.
You want to go that way or you want to check out this side first?
This side, yeah. This is good. It's getting you there.
It's funny, the bow thruster's at like 40%.
Yeah.
The sea state's pretty calm.
Still feels a bit thrusty, huh?
Yeah, it's like trying to do fine focus. The
Well, it's a not a current, so maybe it's
vibration
the,
is, oh, maybe it's a jet pump.
jet pump. Yeah.
Looked bigger in the dark.
Nope, that's at 40 as
I
well.
want to look underneath this.
Sure.
There's often a lot of good stuff underneath.
Good graffiti.
Plus maybe I could scare Rennie.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
a lot of coral bases.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at that guy go.
Not quite an overhang. I just bumped it instead.
So a little sponge in there.
I think
Looks
so.
like
Down to
it,
the left
yeah.
there? Yeah.
Did we go to the western extent of this feature?
The western extent is downhill more.
Yeah, downhill.
We did not. We haven't gone to the north either.
Yeah, we got options.
Yeah, let's check it out thoroughly. It might be one of the few big outcroppings around here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite hungry today. I haven't been hungry for a while.
Oh man, that last watch I'm feeling.
Last night? Oh, wow. Good for her.
Is another urchin there? Purple box.
Hard to tell. Squishy, crunchy. Could be a cucumber.
Maybe a sponge down there on the sediment. That's not a...
Oh yeah, something. To the left of the lasers?
Left of the lasers.
Yeah, what is that in the sediment?
Let's find out.
Tunicate? Sponge?
Bets have been placed. More sediment.
Could be sediment. Oh, there's more of those brainy looking things down on the left. Zoom in on that, please.
Yep.
I think it's a sponge. Oh, maybe not.
What is that?
Cool.
Wow.
Holothurian? No, but what's got guts?
It's a funny shape.
Ah.
Is it part of something?
Maybe it's... I don't know if it's a... I don't know.
Is it guts or is it just sediment peeping through it?
I think it's...
Sediment in the gut.
yeah, that's what I think. It might be a... What about a...
You're good at that.
Yeah.
Pleurobranch? Oh.
I don't know.
No, that's tunicate. That's tunicate.
You're good there.
Tunicate.
Right?
And now it looks like a
Think
tunicate.
so, yeah.
That's tunicate.
Snapping shut.
That was...
That's Lindsay's tunicate.
Oh,
See
also
that hole in the back?
maybe a benthic-ctenophore? Okay, I'm doing some research here. We need core date, tunicate.
Chomp.
Wow.
Just had its mouth open, that's why we were confused. It's like the gulper eel all over again.
Yeah, I think you're right on tunicate. They definitely...
Yeah. So
The
that
mouth
was
parts.
a long roller coaster figuring out what that thing is.
Oh, especially with the back.
It's gonna open
Hole
its mouth
there.
again. It's gonna open its
Yeah,
mouth.
opening back up. This
Do
is
it.
cool.
If anyone in the van yawns, then we'll know that it's a universal reaction.
Well, tunicates are core dates, so we're really just looking at one of our relatives.
Hmm.
I'm fighting one off.
That is totally bizarre.
Yeah,
I'll look at it.
Wow, it's got a lot of sediment inside.
it does.
Oh, does it have a shrimp living in there, or is it just sediment? Just sediment. That is very bizarre. To think that is more closely related to us than it is to jellies or anything else down there.
Yeah, that's crazy. The sediment just dripping out of its mouth.
Womp.
Yep.
We've all been there.
Yeah, I've had those days.
Wow.
We could just sit here and watch
Yeah.
watch the rate of open and close and get some data.
It's lunchtime.
30 more minutes.
It's lunchtime
Yeah.
for somebody.
All right, it's
Chomp.
Oh yeah, actually I just found, oh, you know what's interesting is that these do look like they usually have anchors, but I wonder if it's actually rooted right now or if it's just sitting there.
he's putting on a good show.
Yeah.
Mm. Very
got-
action packed.
It's got 2 modes. Wow.
Oh.
Opening and slamming shut.
Yeah.
So are they able to move along the sediment?
That's
Change
the
location?
question. It seems like, based on some of the images I'm seeing, they're usually anchored, but hard to tell. This could be a Megalodicopia genus.
Gonna do one of these things.
Which
Yeah, have at her.
Okay.
Give her the beans.
Beans given.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah. That's
Okay.
enough repetitions.
Yeah.
I think I got the idea.
All right, come wide, please.
Wait
was
till we
cool.
turn around.
Bye,
and
There
do
were
Bernie.
the
some little
backflip.
brainy things to the lower left.
yeah,
Cool highlight.
good find. You never know till you zoom.
But you know.
Life lessons. Oh, something in the crack there too, to the right of the brainy things.
In the crack. Oh,
Yeah,
a little light colored.
yeah, a little light bulb.
Maybe a sponge.
Where are we looking?
So a little lower left of the lasers.
Lower left of the lasers. Oh, I see it there.
Almost, yep.
Go ahead there. Good
Slight-
job.
Slightly to the right of the lasers.
Now we get
So
brain
you
and
want
squishy.
the squishy,
Ooh.
right?
Huh.
Which of these are we going for?
I mean,
Well,
both.
Coral?
both the brainy things and the... Wow.
Are these also forearms? No. Maybe?
Yes.
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 Sweet.
Form.
Forearm and a
Very
friends.
bright.
And
So
then
it's-
that sponge
dark.
up there is cool.
yeah.
Is it 532 nanometers?
Alexis, are the white
Yep.
dots on the sediment also forearms?
I'm not sure. I can't really see them. They
Yeah.
might be pteropod shells. Also.
Oh, that'd be cool. Okay. Oh, they're little, maybe tiny shrimp or something moving in the water column up to the upper left between the two brainy forearms. Super, super tiny.
Yeah, they're really little sea monkeys.
Yes.
From the back of the comic book.
Let's take a look at that sponge.
Do I risk a tip down?
Yeah. Hold on. Oh.
There's no
Huh?
ophiuroid
okay.
brittle straw there. Ah.
Almost look like he's suspended in the water column.
Yeah. There it is.
Yep.
There
Okay.
it is.
Zoom out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good spot. We found a lot of interesting things.
Wait, you can't say good spot if you're the one who saw it.
Props to me.
Good spot, everyone.
Great ROVing, Trevor.
Yeah. Yeah, who was it that identified that tunicate? I don't, it was, oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I guess it was me from the beginning. So.
Okay, where are we headed?
Let's keep sliding. Let's see.
I don't know how much more downslope I want to go without a
Yeah,
ship
let's
move.
go north.
North, aye.
Yeah. North or northeast?
Northeast is my favorite.
The Great Northeast.
Ever hear that song, The Northeast Passage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Northeast Passage.
Hmm.
No.
Keeping you on your toes there, Emil.
Yeah.
By the great musician Stan Copies.
Was he the one, same one that did detachable? I
I
forget
don't
what
think
it
so,
was.
no.
No.
Arm, yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.